So remember how I said I get here really early and therefore it's hard for me to check in. But again, it's during the day, so there are multiple departures by Thai Airways. So what I'm gonna do is basically, I'm looking here and check-in's closed, check-in closed. So check-in open. The currently open gates for Thai are for a flight to Cebu, which seems to, I can check in on rows C, D, and E. There's another Thai Airways that basically is going to Kuala Lumpur, it looks like, and a couple of Thai Airways flights. They're going to Phuket and Chiang Mai. Those are local, and it looks like the one Thai Airways to Singapore is HJ and CDE. So I'll cruise over to, I'll start at CD and E. And see if basically I can check in there for my flight that doesn't leave until 17:40, and it's currently I think it's like 13:30 right now, and the latest airline check-in that they have displayed there is 1400, which makes sense, right? I mean, 3 hours ahead of time. So anyway, we'll cruise over and we'll check out Thai Airways and see if I have the option to check in, but more importantly, the ability to get an emergency exit row seat. Talk soon, ciao. So here's a question for you. As you might have guessed, I fly frequently, and for the most part, I do it with Star Alliance partners. And the problem is that I'm a Star Alliance member, I'm a United.com member, I am a Royal Orchid Plus member, which is through Thai, and I have no clue, like when I get the cards in the mail, I throw them away or I put them in a manila envelope. I don't travel with them. So I have no spot that I know of where my frequent flyer number is. Now, in my experience, what I've been able to do is give the person my email address. So for example, like through like my Sheraton or Marriott.com type points thing, I can do that, and I can give them my email address and they can look me up that way. So my check-in now centers around basically me asking you the question, how the hell do you guys keep track of your numbers? When I was a little kid, like, well, first of all, when I was younger, the way that all of me and my buddies would share our phone numbers when we were in school, because there was such a low number of them and there was only one prefix for our hometown, is that we would say, well, what's your phone number? We'd say, oh yeah, it's 5547, or it's 6737, or 6226, which if my buddy Brian is watching, yes, buddy, I remember your phone number back when we were younger. And so, but then it, evolved. And so now I'm at the point where I have absolutely no clue what anybody's phone number is, because I just type the first 3 or 4 letters in my phone of their name, first name, last name, their email address, whatever. And my contacts, of course, thank you, Google immediately searches everything that has that in there, and then I look at their, oh yeah, that's a phone number, and I click on the symbol of the phone. And it calls them, or I SMS them, or I say, oh, well, cool, it's connected with the contact info I have for them for WhatsApp, and then I send them a message. My point to all this is that, like, I have no clue what numbers are. I don't save numbers in a certain spot. I have no clue what any of my credit card numbers are. So the downside to all of this means that I have no ability to prove to that woman that I am a Star Alliance Gold member. I'm definitely not. Well, I was honest with her. I said, look, there's no way I'm a Royal Orchid Plus Gold member. I wish I was, and I would be if Thai Airways still had flights in and out of Los Angeles. That was an awesome flight, man. I loved taking that, and I love their planes, and I love their customer service. And they don't do that route anymore. So it's through partners, which is basically why I'm flying Thai Airways to Taipei. And then from Taipei to Los Angeles is EVA. Now, EVA is a great airline. I love them. And I've flown them. And you know what? I'm an EVA Evergreen member, which basically means that I have a frequent flyer system through them. And I have no clue what number that is. I know exactly where the card is. It's in a manila folder sitting on my desk at home. And I think I took a picture of that card, but it doesn't do me any good, because I need to be either a Royal Thai Gold member, Royal Orchid Plus, Royal Orchid Gold member, which I'm not. Or I need to somehow prove that I'm a Star Alliance Gold member, which I assume is synonymous with being a United fly all the time and get flights via United.com thing, but I don't know. Anyway, at the end of the day, the woman's like, look, you can always go down to H&J and check in for any flight, even the one that's leaving at 5 p.m. Right now. So apparently I can check in for that way ahead of time. So that's where we're headed. H&J for Thai Airways. I'm going to check in and hopefully have a very uneventful flight over to Taipei, which has been my experience in the past. Oh, the other cool thing, actually, it'll be about this time about flying Thai Airways and then EVA. But the cool part is actually flying Thai Airways. Is that I haven't flown Thai Airways in at least a year. Probably, yeah, just over a year. So I haven't watched any of their movies. That's the downside, right? Is that like I fly EVA a lot, gratefully. But I've seen like every single one of their movies. Or no, wait a minute, maybe, oh, this could be good news. It's now January. I think the last time I flew EVA was basically to get over here. That was in December. So hopefully their movies have changed. Quality luxury problems. Too blessed to be stressed. H&J that I just passed. We're going back there. We're going to check in with Thai Airways. Ciao. Okay, so just made it through immigration, basically where they stamp the passport as I exit. And like a lot of countries, there's an arrival card, there's a departure card, there's an arrival piece of paper, there's a departure piece of paper. When you come in and out of Thailand, if you don't know, on the plane, they give you an arrival and departure piece of paper. Both of them are attached together, and then there's perforation in the center. What makes exiting fastest and easiest is if you obviously fill in the arrival card when you get here, which they won't let you enter unless you do, but is to keep the adjoining departure card, which I'll show you here. Now, why is that important? Well, because there's a barcode on it, and it matches the barcode of your arrival card, which makes it a lot easier for them to beep, and check you out and check you through. And if every single person who was in front of me who had no clue what was going on and didn't have that card had that card, selfishly I would have gotten through immigration faster. Not today though. Today, in fact, the reason I'm doing this video on this side is because there wasn't even more than 2 people in front of me to exit. So therefore, there basically wasn't any time for me to do this video, and they get a little touchy about you doing videos in those areas, as you might guess. Don't use your phone, don't do a video, that sort of thing. So I respected that because I don't want to cause problems. Anyway, so the cool thing is that my flight now is, let's see, it is now even listed, which is awesome. I also know my gate. So I'm on Thai Airways TG636 over to Taipei, which is code share with EVA, BR2220. D2A is where I'm going to be. So E-Gates is over there. And so anyway, I wanted to show that departure card. If for no other reason than the last time I was in line, there was a family and they had absolutely no idea, and of course claimed that no one ever gave them one. And I'm like, right, no, you just lost it, you're careless, and you, mom, dad, and your 2 children had a great time in Thailand. Awesome, but you didn't do 100% of the right stuff. So I'm off to gate E2, which is this way, and if I haven't mentioned it before, oh yeah, I did when I was in Manila, and to my disappointment, there was no Burger King. Every time I'm in the airport, for whatever reason, I eat Burger King. And here's what I really would love to know in the comments section. Like, do you guys actually buy this stuff? Like, when you're in the airport, are you just like, I am so gonna stock up on makeup and perfume, and I gotta figure out what the real draw is with this duty-free stuff. Because these shops are, like, I look at the prices of this stuff and I'm thinking, dude, Like, I could literally order this online right now on Amazon.com or Costco.com, have it drop shipped to my house so that it got there before I get there, and it would be cheaper. Like, I don't know, maybe there's products in there that, well, yeah, Mike, but if you bought this, then you would save big cash. I don't know. Anyways, I'm just curious. And advertisement for Burger King, having it my way. Right there. Yeah, is that right? Concourse B and Concourse F. So I'm off to F. This is close to E, which stands for Everybody Loves Burger King. Whatever. Love you guys. Talk to you soon. If you guys do any travel, then you notice that there's always these kiosks, right, for like charging your phone, and they have like USB 220, which basically everything works in. All of the chargers and that sort of thing work, I think, from like 80 volts to 240 volts, most of them. But the reason I wanted to do this regarding free charge is the carts. You know the cart you put your luggage on? In my experience, everywhere, with the exception of Los Angeles, or the United States, those carts are free. And in fact, when I got to, I think it's Thailand, they have them like lined up right in front of the luggage carousels, so you don't have to go somewhere and get one. They have them lined up outside so that the minute like your friends or Uber, whatever, drops you off, you take your luggage, you put it in a cart, and you bring it inside and you bring your luggage around. And as far as I know, they're like dollars to rent them briefly at LAX, which is so offensive. It's like charging for internet in a hotel, quite frankly. Or water or electricity. It just should be part of what you get when you go there, dude. So anyway, that's my little, that really grinds my gears. God, I haven't seen a Family Guy episode in forever. I love that show. I gotta watch that. So anyway, I just wanted to check in and one of the contrasts, right? So Philippines versus the United States, Thailand versus the United States, everywhere else versus the United States has free carts, thanks. I don't know, who knows? Maybe my tickets are all $10 cheaper at every single, $10 more expensive at every single other airport because of that. I'm subsidizing the cost of people having carts. Fine, I should, because they should be free. Internet's free here too, and it's great. So I love that. Estee Lauder, I mean, it's just, there's perfume everywhere. There's a part of me that wonders, like, what happens if you're allergic to this intensity of cologne when you come into an airport? Do you pass out? Or do you wear one of those masks? Things to ponder.